So a focus formula with a few adaptogens in it, you gotta love it.
Incredible.
What's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review CRTX Nutrition Focus Premium Nootropic. There she is. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what the hell you're putting in your body, and we'll go over the effects on this bad boy. If you're new to the channel, you like stuff like that, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So first we're going to get the pill dosages out of the way. This gives you the option of 3 pills and 6 pills. I take it both ways. So I'll give you the effects on 3 pills and 6 pills because there's 90 capsules in this. So 3 pills is going to give you 30 days, and 6 pills is going to give you like half a month. So when I'm done with the ingredient rundown, we'll go over my personal effects on this to see if this is something that you can utilize in the gym or in your life. So jumping right into it, put the ingredient profile right up the top here. We have riboflavin, which helps with neurological inflammation. As far as inflammation in the brain, it helps with oxidative stress also in the brain. And then we have niacin, which helps with the production of NAD and NADH, which helps with cellular repair and DNA damage. Then we have B6 and B12. And these are going to help with energy production with fats and carbohydrates, but it'll also help regulate the catecholamines, epinephrine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and GABA. So I love the top ingredient profile. They just got just enough in there to have these vitamins actually synergize with the other ingredients in this thing. So jumping down into the rest of the label. Jumping right into this, we have L-tyrosine right on top here, 1,500 milligrams. This converts into L-dopa, then it converts into dopamine, and then after that converts into norepinephrine, and then it's broken down into epinephrine as well. So it's going to increase those catecholamines, those 3 catecholamines in the brain for memory, cognition, well-being, and also tyrosine is used and broken down in the body to help with healthy thyroid production. So a little fat burning effects there. 1,500 milligrams are really good. Then we have lion's mane at 1 gram. So lion's mane helps boost nerve growth factor, which is a protein in the brain that helps with the repair and creation of neurons in the brain. It helps with neurotransmission, it helps with memory, it helps with alertness, it helps with mood, and it helps with recall. So great ingredient to have in a whopping 1 gram dose in a focus formula. Then we have alpha GPC at 600 milligrams. That's the efficacious dose. Now, as you can tell, we're going over the 6 pill dose here. We're not going over 3 pill. So I'm just keeping it simple so we can get through this real quick. 600 milligrams of alpha GPC. Now, alpha GPC not only helps increase the neurotransmitter acetylcholine in the brain, which improves communications between neurons in the brain, boosting memory, learning, and cognitive processing, but it also helps with the release and the increase of human growth hormone in the body as well. Now, this helps straight in the cerebral cortex of the brain, which helps control personality, motor function, intelligence, planning, and touch as well. So it's a fantastic ingredient, especially at 600 milligrams. Then we have cordyceps at 500 milligrams. So fantastic adaptogen. I love this adaptogen, especially if it's sourced really well, because you get the hit. You get the kick. Now, this not only has beta-glucans in it to help boost the immunity, and if you don't know about beta-glucans, I'll try to link a video up in here where I talked about it a little bit, but this helps. Beta-glucans attach in the intestines to neutrophils, I believe is what they're called, and they actually supercharge your immune system from the intestines, so it gives you a really good immunity boost in it. And this also has naturally producing adenosine in it. And in the body, adenosine attaches to phosphates, and it creates adenosine phosphate, and then turns into adenosine triphosphate, ATP, for energy production. So fantastic ingredient. There's been over 200 studies on this ingredient, improving physical performance, improving the catecholamine release, improving oxidative stress and fatigue, among a few things that I can mention right now. Then we have Bacopa at 300 whopping milligrams. So this actually not only improves health in the brain by reducing plaque in the blood vessels in the brain, but it helps the signaling between neurons. It helps modulate serotonin, and it also helps with anti-anxiety effects. So fantastic ingredient. Then we have rhodiola extract at 300 milligrams. This is one of my absolute favorite adaptogens. So this does help with endurance, but it does a lot of other things in the body as well. Now, this is a monoamine oxidase inhibitor. So what this is going to do is, as you're increasing the catecholamines in the brain, dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, serotonin, whatever it is in the brain, this is going to help elevate them for a longer period of time to sustain them over the time that these ingredients are actually activating in the brain. But this also has adaptogen benefits as well by reducing anxiety and stress and fatigue during training or in your lifestyle as well. It's one of my favorite ingredients here in a pre-workout, in a nootropic formula, because it really does add a little 1-2 punch to the ingredient profile and the synergy of the ingredients. Then we have l-theanine at 200 milligrams. Now, I'm not fond of l-theanine, but I'm letting you guys know now, I really didn't feel any kind of downing effect on this thing at all. So the l-theanine kind of came in and fit really good. Now, l-theanine modulates alpha brain waves, for those that don't know. And alpha brain waves, we have beta brain waves, we have alpha brain waves, we have other brain waves as well. But you got beta brain waves that are a little more excitability, and you got alpha brain waves that are more controlled and a little more docile, but they're not like completely docile. So it just kind of slows the brain activity down. Now, being a focus formula, then this is probably used for a memory formula or training. When you're trying to concentrate on something, l-theanine really helps you sit back in the brain as your brain's kind of firing and it's awake, as long as the ingredients are all hitting, and it helps you really dial in and really concentrate and focus on what you're doing, whether it's a task or whether it's weight training. A very good ingredient. This also has other aspects to it, to where it boosts dopamine, GABA, brain-derived nootropic factor, which is another protein in the brain that's going to help with the health of the brain cells and the creation of new brain cells, along with nerve growth factor in the brain as well. So all in all, this is a great ingredient as well. It hits pretty hard when it's coupled with a few other ingredients, 300 milligrams. So this is going to elevate that focus quite a bit. Then we have Bioprime at 5 milligrams, and this is like kind of the bring it together ingredient. 5 milligrams is actually the efficacious dose in most pre-workouts, most nootropic formulas. It's a black pepper extract and helps with the digestion and the metabolism of all these ingredients. So you're not sitting there burping things up, and everything gets kind of digested very well in your system. Then we have Heparin A at 200 micrograms. So this basically improves cognitive function in memory, preventing the enzyme ACHE from breaking down acetylcholine. So this is another ingredients that's going to couple and work very well with the rhodiola in this, where rhodiola is a monoamine oxidase inhibitor to elevate things. This is going to sit alongside taxing any kind of choline aspects of this hit, like from the alpha GPC, and it's going to elevate those to slow down the breakdown as the body's trying to regulate itself and keep that cognitive function and focus up to the upper levels there. This has some very good antioxidant effects as well. It's a fantastic ingredient. If you see this in pre-workouts and stuff, it does have a lot of health benefits to it as well. So we have CRTX Nutrition Focus Premium Nootropic. How did it do? So we're jumping right into this. We have an activation of this sucker at 6 pills in about 20 to 30 minutes. So you start to kind of like, the first thing you're going to feel is kind of a zone dropping in. So you're going to start seeing like a focus, especially if you're actually working at the time or you're looking at your phone or something like that. I'd say about 45 minutes, a sense of well-being kicks in as the focus kind of increases. And about 55 minutes to an hour, everything comes together. Now, I want to let you guys know now, this is a healthy nootropic. This is not a stim junkie nootropic hit. So this is not a nootropic bubble, but it is high end. It's comparable to Panda. It's comparable to Ninja's focus formula. A lot of focus formulas out there without the caffeine. So there's no caffeine in this, but I'll give you a whole aspect on this thing. When this thing drops in, you are dialed in. So I'm working for a new company, and I have to take these training videos. And a lot of the training videos are on how the company operates, and some of them are on stuff that I already know, like in my field. But I have to take them regardless because I'm a new employee, even though I've been doing my job for 30 years. And I'm sitting there like, falling asleep. I take 3 or 6 pills of this, 6 pills especially. I'd say within 45 minutes to an hour, my brain is firing. This actually fires the neurons in the brain and gets the communication going. And I am dialed in. I am awake in the brain. Now, it's not caffeine. Don't get me wrong. There's no central nervous system hit. It doesn't make me want to run around. But it actually allows me to sit there, and I am just dialed with, and the fatigue drops. The well-being drops to a nice little level. You're not happy as far as wanting to dance around, but you really damn well feel good. So this hits very good on a high end. So if you're talking about stim junkie nootropics, which are super, super high. This is on the high end of natural ingredient supplements, and it's very, very smooth, very, very nice. That nootropic hits for about 4 hours or so, along with the energy and the well-being, until it drops off and kind of just fades away. And because there's no caffeine in this, when you take it by itself, it fades away. You know you're coming down from the nootropic hit, but it doesn't kind of just drop off. So you have no crashing, you have nothing like that. This thing's packed with enough nootropics to hit you and stimulate the brain and get you focused and firing. This does have a lot of recall benefits to it. So if you're using something or you want something for studying, at 6-pill dose, this has some really good recall effects. Now at 3 pills, so I want to get this out of the way, I want to make it really quick. 3 pills is all half that. So if you want like subtle hits, subtle hit there, subtle hit there, subtle hit there, as far as just upscale and step up, boom, like you just took a cup of coffee and it's hitting the brain like in the Nootropic Factor where your brain's firing, then I say 3 pills is right there. 6 pills is like 2 cups of coffee equivalent. So if you want to ditch the coffee, you want to come off of some stims, and you're just looking for a brain hit, then 3 pills would be like a cup of coffee. 6 pills would be 2 cups of coffee or so, maybe more actually on 6 pills, because it really fires really good. Fabulous nootropic. I love the way they put this together. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can, any negatives on this thing. No crashing, feel good. That's what I loved about 6 pills. When I've been going through a lot of ups and downs lately in life, and the 6-pill dose here really hits the mood very, very well. So it brings up your well-being. So it can make you a little bit happy because you just feel good. You're like taken away from your depressive state. And 3 pills actually just gives you kind of a hint of that. So it's not like a big snap and slap if you're down and out, but it really wakes you up. So I hope that's enough information. I'm really trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I am. I think I covered everything. No alpha yo, nothing like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you can, before you leave, give the video a thumbs up. Once again, I want to show you guys this thing, CRTX Nutrition Focus Premium Formula. I will put the link down below to their Amazon and their webpage. I believe their webpage goes straight to Amazon. And don't forget, like if you're looking for a discount code on this, go visit my man Ari's page and his video review on this, and check in his description to see if he has one. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time on the channel.